Landau. Lev Davidovich Landau, Russian Lev Davidovich Landau, January 22nd, 1908, April 1st, 1968, was a prominent Soviet physicist who made fundamental contribution to many areas of theoretical physics. His accomplishments include the independent co-discovery of the density matrix method in quantum mechanics, alongside John von Neumann, the quantum mechanical theory of diamagnetism, the theory of superfluidity, the theory of second-order phase transition, the Ginzburg-Landau theory of superconductivity, the theory of Fermi liquid, the explanation of Landau damping in plasma physics, the Landau pole in quantum electrodynamics, the two-component theory of neutrinos, and Landau's equation for S-matrix singularities. He received the 1962 Nobel Prize in Physics for his development of a mathematical theory of superfluidity that accounts for the properties of liquid helium-2 at a temperature below 2.17 Kelvin minus 270.98 Celsius degrees. Life. Early years. Landau was born on January 22, 1908, to Jewish parents in Baku, Azerbaijan, in what was then the Russian Empire. Landau's father was an engineer with a local oil industry, and his mother was a doctor. He learned to differentiate at 12 and to integrate at 13. Landau graduated at 13 from gymnasium. His parents considered him too young to attend university, so for a year he attended the Baku Economical Technicum. In 1922, at the age of 14, he matriculated at Baku State University, studying in two departments simultaneously, the Department of Physics and Mathematics and the Department of Chemistry. Subsequently, he ceased studying chemistry but remained interested in the field throughout his life. Leningrad and Europe. In 1924, he moved to the main center of Soviet physics at the time, the physics department of Leningrad State University. In Leningrad, he first made the acquaintance of genuine theoretical physics and dedicated himself fully to its study, graduating in 1927. Landau subsequently enrolled for postgraduate study at the Leningrad Physico-Technical Institute and at age 21 received a doctorate. Landau got his first chance to travel abroad in 1929 on a Soviet government traveling fellowship supplemented by the Rockefeller Foundation Fellowship. After brief stays in Göttingen and Leipzig, he went to Copenhagen to work at Niels Bohr Institute for Theoretical Physics. After the visit, Landau always considered himself a pupil of Niels Bohr, and Landau's approach to physics was greatly influenced by Bohr. After his stay in Copenhagen, he visited Cambridge and Zurich before returning to Soviet Union. National Scientific Center, Kharkiv Institute of Physics and Technology, Kharkiv. Between 1932 and 1937, he headed the Department of Theoretical Physics at the National Scientific Center, Kharkiv Institute of Physics and Technology, and lectured at the University of Kharkiv, Kharkiv Polytechnical Institute. Apart from his theoretical accomplishment, Landau was a principal founder of a great tradition of theoretical physics in Kharkiv, Soviet Union, sometimes referred to as the Landau School. In Kharkiv, he and his friend and former student Evgeny Lifshitz began writing the Course of Theoretical Physics, 10 volumes that together span the full subject and are still widely used as graduate-level physics text. During the Great Purge, Landau was investigated with the UPT affair in Kharkiv, but he managed to leave for Moscow to take up a new post. Landau developed a famous comprehensive exam called the Theoretical Minimum, which students were expected to pass before admission to the school. The exam covered all aspects of theoretical physics, and between 1934 and 1961, only 43 candidates passed, those who did later become quite notable theoretical physics. In 1932, he computed Chandrasekhar limit, however, he did not apply it to white dwarfs. The information on the Ginzburg-Landau theory and the photograph of Landau office at the National Scientific Center Kharkov Institute of Physics and Technology in Kharkiv, Ukraine are presented in the book Nonlinearities in Microwave Superconductivity, co-authored by Dmitry Ledenyov and Viktor Ledenyov. Institute for Physical Problems, Moscow. Landau was the head of the theoretical division at the Institute for Physical Problems from 1937 until 1962. Landau was arrested on April 27, 1938, because he had compared the Stalinist dictatorship with that of Hitler, and was held in the NKVD Lubyanka prison until his release on April 29, 1939, after the head of the institute, Pyotr Kapitsa, an experimental low-temperature physicist, wrote a letter to Joseph Stalin, personally vouching for Landau's behavior and threatening to quit the institute if Landau were not released. After his release, Landau discovered how to explain Kapitsa's superfluidity using sound waves, or phonons, and a new excitation called raton. Landau led a team of mathematicians supporting Soviet atomic and hydrogen bomb development. Landau calculated the dynamics of the first Soviet thermonuclear bomb, including predicting the yield. For this work, he received the Stalin Prize in 1949 and 1953, and was awarded the title Hero of Socialistic Labor in 1954. His students included Lev Pitaevsky, Alexei Abrikosov, Arkady Levanyuk, Evgeny Lifshitz, Lev Garkov, Isaac Khalaknikov, Boris Yoffe, Roald Sagdeev, Isaac Pomeranchuk. Scientific achievements. Physics Today writes, a prominent Soviet physicist, Landau made fundamental contribution to many areas of theoretical physics. His accomplishments include the independent co-discovery of the density matrix method in quantum mechanics alongside John von Neumann, the quantum mechanical theory of diamagnetism, the theory of superfluidity, the theory of second-order phase transition, the Ginzburg-Landau theory of superconductivity, the theory of Fermi liquid, the expansion of Landau damping in plasma physics, the Landau pole in quantum electrodynamics, the two-component theory of neutrinos, and Landau's equation for S-matrix singularities. He received the 1962 Nobel Prize in Physics for his development of a mathematical theory of superfluidity that accounts for the properties of liquid helium-2 at a temperature below 2.17 Kelvin minus 270.98 Celsius degrees. Personal life and views. In 1937, Landau married a girl from Kharkov, Kora T. Drabandeva. Their son Igor was born in 1946. Landau believed in free love rather than monogamy and encouraged his wife and his students to practice free love. His wife was not enthusiastic. During his life, Landau was admitted involuntarily 6 times to the Kashenka Psychiatric Hospital. He was an atheist. Last years. On January 7, 1962, Landau's car collided with an oncoming truck. He was severely injured and spent 2 months in a coma. Although Landau recovered in many ways, his scientific creativity was destroyed, and he never returned fully to scientific work. His injuries prevented him from accepting the 1962 Nobel Prize for Physics in person. In 1965, former students and co-workers of Landau founded the Landau Institute for Theoretical Physics located in the town of Chernogolovka near Moscow and led for the following 3 decades by Isaac Markovich Khalatnikov. In June 1965, Lev Landau and Yevsei Liberman published a letter in the New York Times stating that as Soviet Jews, they opposed U.S. intervention on behalf of the students' struggle for Soviet Jewry. Death. Landau died on April 1, 1968, aged 60, from complications of the injuries sustained in the car accident he was involved in 6 years earlier. He was buried at Novodevichy Cemetery. Legacy. 2 celestial objects are named in his honor: the minor planet 2142 Landau, the lunar crater Landau. Landau list. Landau kept a list of names of physicists which he ranked on a logarithmic scale of productivity ranging from 0 to 5. The highest ranking 0 was assigned to Isaac Newton. Albert Einstein was ranked 0.5. A rank of 1 was awarded to the founding father of quantum mechanics Niels Bohr, Werner Heisenberg, Paul Dirac, and Erwin Schrödinger, and others. Landau ranked himself at 2.5, but later promoted himself to 2. David Mervin, writing about Landau, referred to the scale and ranked himself in the 4th division. In the article My Life with Landau, homage of a 4.5 to 2. For more information on works and books and other references, see the web page.